is the narcissist happier with their new supply? I'm going to save you the doom scroll. No. And understanding why is the fastest way for you to stop checking their Instagram. If you are new here, my name is Anushka and I am a motivational speaker. I make videos here over on YouTube to help you guys get over, move past, get your power back from these toxic individuals, these narcissistic people. There's another way of seeing this. There's absolutely another way of seeing this. And I know this because I use psychological theory with lived experience. I've got a master's in clinical psychology and a postgraduate diploma in applied psychology. So my friends, I've studied the theory. I've lived the experience. And here we go. I'm going to help you level up your mindset so that you see this in a completely different way that is going to empower you. And once you understand it, you'll be able to make better decisions for you. Okay, so let's get into it. What the new supply actually is. Let's just start with that. What is a new supply? Now, new supply. I'm not saying girlfriends or boyfriends here, am I? I am saying new supply. Supply that is new. Do you see what I'm getting at here? Supply. This isn't some new relationship. This isn't some fairy tale ending. I don't know, I was going to say something else, but seriously, how? This is what you got to ask yourself. How? Yeah, people can get into relationships, into things, entanglements, whatever you want to call it, but it isn't a relationship. This isn't a replacement person. It's a replacement function. Specific person is irrelevant. That person is irrelevant. It's what they do. What they give, what they do. They perform a role. That's what it is. A role, a function. It's not the person. It's a source of validation, attention, someone who is going to be compassionate, someone who is going to be empathetic, someone who is going to give them their time, their life force, energy. And what they are looking for is not how good looking that person is. It's about how malleable that person is. How easy it is for them to control that person. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the point that lands the hardest, isn't it? Because we're not looking at this individual as a person. It is a function. And that's where many of us go wrong. Yeah, we do look on their Instagram. Yeah, we look on their Facebook. We look at what they are doing, maybe TikTok videos, whatever that social media platform is. Because, yeah, we want to see, who is this new person? Are they better than us? And I know some of us done this. I did it too. I'm not going to lie. But we look because we want to see, or we want to compare ourselves, how this person is for the narcissist. And where did we go wrong? Did we disobey? Are we not just not good enough? It is none of those things. It's not any of those things. This person serves a role. You got to understand that the narcissist doesn't see people in the same way that me or you do. The people serve a function, okay? And whatever that function is, how well you did it, that is what they're looking for. That's why look, if we really want to get into it, that's why you were chosen by the narcissist, is because of how well or how good you were at conforming. How they were able to get control over you. What matters here, what the narcissist is looking for, is a role. Because the narcissist doesn't bond, they don't connect like another person. They just want someone who is going to be sustainable for them, that they don't have to work so hard, that this person is going to give them what they want. The honeymoon phase is real, yes. And yes, the new supply does get the best version of the narcissist right at the beginning. You did too. This is the love bombing stage, the honeymoon phase, when they put that person on the pedestal, when they're like, oh yeah, they're just so amazing that they can do no wrong. So when you're looking at that social media, when you're looking at right at the beginning, the fantasy stage, because at that point, that person does not see or does not know what the narcissist is like. So you can't compare what you already know to this person who has no clue. They're going to go through the same thing you did. And so is the next person, so is the next one, and the next person, and so on. The point is that the happiness is fake. It's a performance. And that's what you're seeing, a performance from this person. It isn't real. It doesn't exist in that way. And that's what you've got to kind of understand, is that this is literally a performance. It's not going to be, and it's not anything else. This isn't some fairy tale relationship that they have met the love of their life. They did the same with you. And they're going to do the same with this new person. Mark my words. What you have to understand is that narcissistic happiness is not rooted in contentment. It's rooted in narcissistic supply. It's closer to hunger being fed rather than actual happiness. This is what you have to remember, that happiness is an internal state. It's a level of being at its basic level, all right? So it's contained, it's something that is felt deep within. It's not like euphoria, which is unstable, momentary, it can come and go, it's based on events that are outside of your control. It's two different things. When you are truly happy, when you really are happy, as in within yourself, you're going to be able to emanate that. So any other kind of like relationships or friendships that come in, you are going to be able to feel that happiness from within. It's not an external state. It is not given from another person. It is something that you feel internally from yourself. And that there is the difference. That is the real difference here, my friends. And this is what you're seeing here is the idealization and the devalue cycle. So at that moment when you're looking, what you're looking at is the idealization phase. The ideal, the most wonderful time, the honeymoon phase. Okay, but again, it isn't real. It's not like the honeymoon phase in a healthy relationship. It's not the same thing. And I really want to stress this. I really want you guys to kind of like see it for what it really is. Just because they're with someone new. This isn't about you starting to compare yourself to the new supply, because you two are on two different paths. And ultimately, this is about how malleable, how easy it is for the narcissist to control that person. This isn't about being in some happy state, like building a relationship, you know, like building togetherness. It's not about that. Narcissists aren't in relationships for the long haul. They don't do things like that, my friends. That's not what this is about. I think every narcissist, and I'm making a generalization here, I think every narcissist knows that at some point, this relationship is going to end. So they need to do everything fast. They need to get to a certain stage quick. Because if this supply goes before they're able to fix them, that means that all their hard work, all the fakeness, all the pretending, all the illusion has gone to waste. Okay, they need to secure the supply. They need to get them hooked. They need to get them trapped. And they need to get supply coming from this person. They need to do the work. And sometimes it is though, my friends, sometimes they're not able to hook that person in, and that person realizes and goes. So this is why they have all their secondary other people that they kind of get in contact with. It's just what I say to you, just because you hear from the narcissist, they could be at this stage. It could be that this is actually happening, and see it for what it really is. And what looks like a stable, happy relationship is often an earlier stage of the cycle. They're going to be going through this cycle. Please know that it doesn't skip every generation. It doesn't, it like literally it happens in every single relationship. This is them. It's not about the narcissist being happier. It's not, that's not what this is all about. Is that new supply better than you? There's no comparison. What was any of it real? And does their happiness to this person really matter? Because at some point, this new person is going to be in the same position that you are. This is about accepting that what you were in was a really extremely toxic dynamic. And this person hasn't got the bandwidth, the capabilities to be in that type of relationship, in a relationship where two people want the same thing, that two people have this unconditional love for one another. But it does bring you one step closer to finding that with another person when you are ready. But it also brings you one step closer to finding that within yourself. Because happiness is a true internal state. It's your state within. And that is what is important. That is what we're talking about here. It's not about comparing yourself to another human being, to another person. That's not what I'm saying. This is about you seeing it for what it really is. Was their happiness real? Is it real that you're seeing what you're seeing on social media, on camera? It's not yours to manage. It's not yours to figure out anymore. Let it go. Your job is now different. It's about rebuilding a sense of self. It's about rebuilding your life. And it isn't waiting for someone else to mirror or reflect that reality back to you. This is about you finding yourself and loving yourself without comparing it to another person, a new person. It's not about them anymore. If you are someone that is going through this, please know that I do offer one-to-one consultations. Please see the description box below for more details. If this video has resonated or if you have enjoyed watching it, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.